Hi there, my magical star being Lorena. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Please correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So, we're going to get started with your reading. Thank you for booking with me. So, I'm just going to start by inviting in your spirit guides to see which tarot deck they want me to use for you. So, just give me a second. Okay, so I picked out this deck for you. Well, your spirit guides did. So let's just shuffle this and get your questions out. So, spirit guides of Lorena, may we please tap into Joseph's energy, thoughts, and feelings? Can you please show me Joseph's thoughts and feelings about Lorena? So you have the Justice card. Then you have the High Priestess. You have the Hermit. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Ace of Wands. Very interesting. So I did feel this Ace of Wands energy before I even started pulling your cards. When I already just started by speaking to you, I started smelling a very perfumey smell. I don't know if you wear perfume or not, but you smell very good to him. Spirit was also showing me a lot of beauty. The Ace of Wands represents attraction, desire, sensual energies, right? So he does feel a lot of attraction towards you still. He does feel like you're very beautiful. He thinks you smell good. There's something about you that he desires physically. But I don't know what the situation is here, but he feels deeply connected to you on a spiritual level with the High Priestess. There's something about even when you're not like physically together or around each other. I don't know if you had like some kind of breakup with him based on what you said in question 2. But to me, it almost looks like even when we're not together or we're apart, it's like I feel your energy. So I don't know if he's spiritual or not, or if he just subconsciously like picks up on your energies or feelings and doesn't know it. There's this feeling of like we're intuitively connected in some way, and sometimes your thoughts kind of pop up in my mind and I think it's my thoughts, or your feelings pop up in my energy field and I think it's my feelings, and vice versa. So I feel like you might also intuitively pick up on his thoughts and feelings and mistake it as your own. There is this kind of mirroring effect here of like maybe we're thinking and feeling the same thing, but we just don't know it with the blindfold here. We're subconsciously picking up on the subtle energetic truths that are shown to us through these thoughts and feelings, but we just don't know it yet. We might be feeling the same thing, but we just don't know it yet. That's the feeling that's being brought to me. He thinks that you're a very trustworthy, honest person, and he feels as though he can just blindly trust you and count on you, just based off like who you are as a person and your vibe, and like how he's analyzed you, because I do feel like he is quite an analytical person. Even if he doesn't necessarily show it, he does sometimes tend to overthink certain things. So he analyzes things to make sure people are trustworthy, which is interesting to see. I don't know why this separation happened, as you said in question 2, but it almost feels like it really affects him still emotionally. I don't know how long it's been, but to me, Spirit is showing me a lot of time and a lot of waiting. So even if the separation hasn't been long, it almost feels long to him. But if it has been long, then that is your confirmation that it's felt like forever since I last saw you, but I feel like it still affects him emotionally, even if you think it doesn't. And that's the truth we see here with the Five of Cups and the Tower at the back of the deck. It kind of felt like an unexpected situation, whatever happened within, like how you two separated or broke up. And it feels like it still affects him negatively in an emotional way. Like maybe he still feels disappointed or sad about it with the Five of Cups. Maybe he misses you, or yeah, there's this feeling of like, I miss you. I maybe cry over you. I maybe still hurt over what happened. And that is kind of what I see here. And it feels like forever since I last saw you. I feel like he's feeling alone now with the Hermit without you. And there's this feeling of like, I miss your touch. I miss you. I miss the like strong emotional bond that we had. The Lover's card is popping out, which is interesting that you mentioned Gemini energy for him. Again, the Strength card is popping out too. So yeah, there's like this strong connection that you have together, even if you're not communicating at the moment. So what are his thoughts and feelings for her at the moment? I keep getting loneliness. Like I'm lonely without you. That's what I keep getting as I'm in his energy. Okay, so you have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Cups. You have the World. Sometimes he tells himself maybe the logical thing to do is to just move on. But his mind is telling him to move forward and move on and to just like work on himself and heal. Because I feel like he is single at the moment, or not really entertaining or talking to anybody at the moment. And I feel like he kind of feels like he's given up on hope to do with love. Like with whatever happened here, like I said, I don't know the details of what happened, but to him it kind of feels like I'm giving up on love. Like, does love even actually exist anymore? He feels very hopeless at the moment. He's wondering if anything will ever change between the two of you, or if you'll ever like reach out or communicate to each other. Again, he's wondering like how you feel, and if you really felt what you felt towards him, like what you said you felt towards him, like if it's true, or if nothing was really there in the first place. Like he's wondering if those feelings were true or not. And I just got a notification, so I'm taking that as confirmation, and it's 11:11 on the clock now as I look. So that is a cool confirmation for you. I feel like again, like I don't know what happened in this breakup, but these are his thoughts and feelings. There's this feeling of like, I want you back, like my heart wants you back, but my head is telling me to move on. But at the same time, when I'm moving on, when I'm trying to work on myself, when I'm trying to heal and like focus on the things outside of love, like career, maybe bettering myself, going to the gym, working on my health, it still feels like something's missing. So this is just me channeling this. It still feels like something's missing. I still feel incredibly lonely in his energy. He misses seeing your beautiful face. And there's still a lot of feelings here on his side with the Ten of Cups. And I mean, the Lovers even popped out. So there's still a lot of romantic feelings felt here, even though you're not like together at the moment. So yeah, let me know what happened and if this makes sense to you, like what I'm saying about his feelings. Let me know if it resonates. But yeah, that's basically what I'm getting. I'm going to try to close my eyes and get some clairvoyant messages for anything else on his thoughts and feelings. I feel guided to do that. So he kind of feels like he had to release you from his heart, but you're still residing in his heart. And it's hard to let go of you. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like my mind is telling me to let go, but it's hard to let go of you emotionally. Like the heart isn't as smart as the mind, but the heart feels what it feels, and we can't force ourselves to stop loving a person we love. And that's kind of what his thoughts are at the moment, from what I'm picking up on. I'm hearing a plane go by, so could he be traveling at the moment or thinking of traveling at the moment? Do you guys live far from each other or close to each other. But travel doesn't just have to be by plane, it can be by car. Maybe he's thought of like actually reaching out to you with a justice card here, telling you the truth of how he feels, that he hasn't moved on. Or maybe he just feels like traveling to see you in person, either by car, plane, whatever it is. There's still a lot of sexual feelings here as well. I see him reminiscing back to like you, and if you have been intimate together, then he could be reminiscing on that, or just fantasizing if you haven't been together in that bedroom type of way. He thinks like you're very sultry, like very sexy. I see him thinking about you the moment he wakes up, like when he's brushing his teeth even. This is what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. I'm also seeing that kind of thing. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it on movies and shows before. When people go to a Chinese restaurant and they get like a fortune cookie, but then you also get that thing that you put on like your finger. It's like some kind of blue material that Spirit's showing me, and then it goes over your finger and like it puts the two fingers together where they're like stuck together and you can't move it unless somebody takes it off. So there's this feeling of like, I'm stuck, I can't move, I'm feeling these things and I can't remove myself from these feelings. That's how I'm interpreting that message metaphorically. Like, I'm feeling all these feelings and I'm stuck within it. I can't remove myself from these feelings, right? So maybe he's tried to stop feeling this way, but he still feels this way, and that's making him also feel stuck at the moment. Okay. I'm seeing baby clothes. I don't know why. And I'm hearing something from a song I know that's like, I wanted you to be the one. It's called Gabby by the Internet. But specifically the line where it says, I wanted you to be the one. So I don't know if you have children yet or not, or if this is just something he wanted with you potentially in the future. Maybe not like near future, maybe near future, I don't know. But like maybe that's something he wanted with you in the future, or something he wants in general, children. Okay, so I kind of just paused my timer for a second to get more messages. I heard the song by Snow Allegra called I Want You Around. So go listen to that if you feel called to, but maybe he does want you around him right now. I took a sip of my water and I started coughing and choking on it. And it kind of reminds me of like, in movies or shows when someone says something shocking and then the person spits out their water or chokes on their water. So maybe he feels shocked that like nothing has kind of happened between the two of you, or he was shocked by the breakup or separation, or shocked by something. What I was also seeing clairvoyantly, I have to give context to what I was seeing clairvoyantly because it's something only I would know about. So sometimes Spirit shows things to me in a way that allows me to grasp it quickly, like a memory or something I know about. So what usually happens for context is the client's spirit guides and my spirit guides will kind of speak and communicate before the reading so that they're on the same page. But anyways, what I was being shown was like a box with a ring in it. And I was speaking about a baby and like I wanted you to be the one. And I was seeing a box with a ring in it. So maybe he thought of you as like marriage material in some way. Maybe he wanted a future with you and he was thinking of the possibility of the future he could have with you and how he doesn't have that right now. Maybe he's wondering like, will that future even exist? Like, will I ever get married? Will I ever, have kids? And I was seeing something in a vision that relates to something only I know about. So I'm going to explain that to you now. I play Sims a lot, and I have this household I'm playing at the moment where it's like a family gameplay kind of setting, and they're a very cute family, and they always got along. And yesterday I was playing with the parents, and it was their wedding anniversary, and I made something so special. Like, I put roses on the floor, I put champagne there, I made like these wedding anniversary cakes for them to eat together. I let him buy her like Ferrero Rocher chocolates and like hard chocolates, and gave all of that to her as a gift. And then she got angry because she wanted more. But like, he did something so special for her, but like, she wanted more than that gift. And I also got her like a heart-shaped necklace or something that was kind of expensive. But then she started having this festering grudge towards him, in her sentiments, in her mood sentiments. And because he didn't get her the gifts maybe she wanted. And there's this feeling of, maybe I want to. So that doesn't mean like you have to feel that way towards him, because it kind of happened unexpectedly in the gameplay. That's never happened between that couple. They were always happy. So what I'm taking from that is, maybe he feels like he's not good enough. Maybe he feels like he's trying to put in effort, because that was what was shown to me, like those cakes that I made in the game. So that's not a coincidence. But anyways, I feel like there's something about like, I want to do all these things for you that are romantic. I'm thinking about maybe like the future, family, things like that, marriage, things like that. And I'm thinking about like what it would be like for us to be married. Would we get along? Would we, get angry at each other? Will we have a healthy family? Would we not? Like, in terms of emotions, would it be toxic? Would it be healthy? Like, would I be a good parent? Those are kind of questions going through his mind right now. But also, would I be good enough? Like, would I satisfy you in terms of romance and love? Like, would the things I give you satisfy you or make you happy? Or would you feel like I'm not giving enough? Because I feel like on his side, there's this feeling of like, I'm scared I'm not giving enough, or I'm scared I'm not good enough, or I'm scared that I try my best and this person still doesn't feel like it's good enough. So that could be a feeling that's felt here on his side, and thoughts that are thought about on his side, like, would I be a good enough husband? Those are the questions running through his mind. And it's 11:22 on the clock. So that is what I'm getting clairvoyantly. Let's take a look at the next question. I feel like with the Magician at the back of the deck, he still wonders if he can, create something new with you or pursue you still. So I'd say the feelings on his side are still there. And I wouldn't lie to you, I promise. I am always truthful during my readings. I've read some people's exes, or like no contact situations and things like that. And I've seen situations where there's no feelings involved. And on his side, those feelings definitely haven't disappeared. I feel it very strongly on his side, but I also see it in the cards very strongly that he hasn't moved on. So I feel like there is still a chance between the two of you if he still feels something towards you. No matter what has happened in your connection to cause it to like be like this, I feel like there's still a chance. There's still an opportunity here, but that's at least just what I feel intuitively. Whether he's actually going to pursue that or not is up to him. But I feel like since there are feelings there on his side, and he feels like he can't let go of it, he feels like he can't move on from you even though he's tried, I feel like he would eventually pursue you. Because in my opinion, just logically thinking, if I'm struggling to get over a person, eventually I'm going to reach out to them, and try to fix things. Unless he waits for you to do that, I don't know. But let's see the second question. Is it really done and over when it comes to them dating and having a relationship? Is it really over and done when it comes to them dating and having a relationship? So you have Justice here. You have the High Priestess again. You have the King of Swords again, Well, this didn't come out before. The Tower again. The Emperor. And the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like right now he's trying to focus on himself. He kind of feels like giving up on love, but there's still a little bit of hope on his side. Even though he still feels hurt over like not having you in his life anymore and missing you and feeling sad, I feel like right now there are a lot of challenges in his career. Because the Six of Wands is popping out with the Nine of Wands, which talks about challenges to do with success. Like maybe he's wanting to create success right now within his career, wanting to work on himself, become stronger as a person, physically or emotionally. I don't know what that's about, because Strength is at the back of the deck. And he has a choice to make, whether he's going to pursue this now or later on. But I do feel like he still wants a chance with you. And he still feels a little bit of hope. So even though he's kind of giving up on love right now, I still feel like there's a little bit of hope on his side. But he's worried about, like, what if I do try to reach out and tell you, like, I'm struggling to move on from you? What if you don't want me back? So he's a little bit afraid of rejection, which is what is holding him back, but also his hopelessness about love is holding him back. Like, what if it never happens? What if, those kind of thoughts. With a Tower, it feels like there is a chance for things to work out. But I also feel like it was divinely orchestrated this way. Maybe now is not the right time spiritually for you to be together. Maybe there are certain lessons both of you still need to learn right now. Maybe there's certain things Spirit wants both of you to focus on right now before coming together. And sometimes that happens spiritually. Sometimes we are given a moment to kind of just focus on ourselves if that is needed. Sometimes we're kind of just given a moment to focus on our careers if that's needed. Like, for example, for the previous client I did a reading on, I see this a lot in readings where maybe somebody's asking about a future relationship and the guides are saying, you're not going to get this person now, only after success happens in your career, because they want you to focus on your career first. Sometimes that happens within readings, and I feel like he's been divinely guided with the High Priestess here to focus on himself for the moment. And I feel like that will better your connection in the long run. If there is a chance for you to come together in the future, it will better your connection in the long run. With the Two of Wands, he gets a choice here. So there is a potential, there is a chance and an opportunity for you to come back together. And I don't really feel like it's over for good, because like I said, you two have this strong connection and there's strong, intense feelings felt on his side that haven't left. He still thinks about you to this day, like every single morning when he wakes up. So I feel like that's a good sign. I feel like things aren't over here for him or you. And that's like the truth of what I see here. So if he still feels this way later on, after feeling like, okay, I've focused on myself, maybe I've healed a little bit, maybe I've worked on myself a little bit, let me pursue this. If he chooses to do so, then I feel like there is a chance. But I feel like it's all up to choice here with the Two of Wands. So you could choose to reach out to him. And if he chooses to reach out back to you, then, it could happen. The thing is, it's all down to choice. That's what I see with the Two of Wands. Either on your side or his side. But I feel like it will happen when it's the right time. That's kind of just what I feel spiritually, because I feel like you and him have this spiritual bond. I feel like with the High Priestess coming out twice for both questions, you and him have this spiritual bond that can't just be broken by small things. You know what I mean? And again, I don't know what happened in your connection, but I feel like your bond is strong, that it can't be broken by small things or whatever has happened in your connection. Even if it wasn't a small thing, it just is stronger than that. it's stronger than these challenges, your connection. So what I want to say is, if the universe wants you to be together, it will happen. With the high priestess, the tower, because just as the universe can sort of bring two people apart if they need to work on themselves, the universe can also bring two people together. And it would happen very unexpectedly for you. It would happen when you least expect it. So I feel like with the King of Swords, there is a potential of him trying to communicate to you or reach out to you, but I don't feel like it would be right now. I feel like you'd wait a little bit for it, and the Wheel of Fortune is popping out as I split my deck in half. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing, fate, destiny. So how I see the Wheel of Fortune is just tell yourself if it's meant to be, it will be. That's how I see the Wheel of Fortune. But with the King of Swords, there is a good chance that he will reach out to you and communicate to you. And the Emperor is a man that sort of takes the lead. So I feel like he will make the choice to reach out. You don't necessarily have to unless you feel guided to. But I feel like there is a potential of him reaching out here. So I don't feel like it's fully done between the two of you. And that's what I see in the cards. I do hope that this reading resonated with you. You're more than welcome to leave any sort of feedback on the reading. We do have about 4 minutes left. Let's see if there's anything else that's important for you to know. So Spirit Guides, is there anything else that is important for her to know? The Four of Pentacles, he still holds on to you and his feelings for you. The Seven of Cups, I won't lie, if there have been like people he's been seeing in the past, I don't feel like he's seeing them anymore, because if there was like casual relationships he had or people he was talking to that he was kind of interested in, it's like he never felt like it would go anywhere. Or if he was seeing people like after you two separated, he stopped doing it. There was some kind of change here. So I feel like right now he's not seeing anybody, but if he was, it was like it never satisfied him. Because with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like whoever he was maybe entertaining wasn't the one for him, wasn't fated for him. And maybe his soul felt that, but he didn't know what he was feeling. Strength. You have the Hermit. So although you two are both going on this hermit journey of being alone at the moment, there is a strong bond between the two of you, like I said before, that can't be broken. Page of Cups, Judgment. Queen of Cups, reverse. The only thing I'd say from your Spirit Guides is, sorry, this card fell on the floor. So the only thing I'd say from your Spirit Guides is they're saying to not lose hope, like he has maybe, to not like lose any feelings for him while you're in the separation. Try to not be detached from him emotionally. And if you have been detaching from him emotionally for your own well-being and peace, then that's okay, but try not to do it too much, because like I said, you're energetically connected to him. So if you start detaching, he will also start detaching. And that's what I want to say is like a warning, because you're energetically connected and you sort of mirror feelings to each other, you have to sort of check in with his energy once in a while and kind of feel out his energy once in a while, and not doubt the intuitive messages you get, because you are feeling and sensing his thoughts and feelings. So don't doubt it, because it's being shown to you or it's being felt by you, but you just don't realize it yet. With the Hermit, all the answers you seek are found within. So whenever you're feeling confused or you lack clarity about the situation regarding him, look for the answers within. Look for the answers within your intuition, within what you're feeling at the moment with the Queen of Cups. Don't detach from your feelings. Page of Cups, it's important to connect to your inner child right now during the separation. I see a lot of inner child healing happening right now for both you and him. And I also see that it's important for you to enjoy yourself right now. I know it's easier said than done because you probably miss him a lot, right? But Spirit is saying have fun right now. Try to not think about it too much. Try to not worry about it too much. You know, although you're not in each other's lives right now, don't make this sort of a miserable experience for yourself, because Spirit is saying you can choose what you want to feel in the moment. And I know that maybe you are feeling like you miss him, like you want him in your life right now, and that's totally okay. Honor those feelings, but also try to have some fun during this time period. Try to not make it like a mopey experience, if that makes sense, because that's just going to bring your vibration down, if that makes sense. It's going to lower your vibration. Know that there is a new beginning, possibly on the horizons, for you to experience a union together, for you to come back together in love and harmony. And I feel like there is a possibility here. So trust in your spirit guides, trust in your ancestors, your guides, because they're here to help you with things that you cannot control. And sort of just give your trust to God, the divine, whatever you believe in. And that's the message I see here for you. So I do hope this reading resonated with you. Like I said, you're more than welcome to leave any sort of feedback on the reading, on whatever resonated with you. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck in this situation with your love life. And hopefully we'll speak again soon. Bye.